to this Arneson River Theater. If you guys are here this Friday, this Saturday, they'll be hosting Fiesta Noche del Rio up here on stage. You can join us for dancing, live music, all kinds of stuff going on over here. But take a look at that stage to our right. You're going to notice my favorite restaurant as we go by, 5 Taco Bells. Those are mission bells, sorry. You got your hopes up. I know, me too. Our mission bells, we have 5 missions here in San Antonio. We got Espada, Concepcion, San Jose, San Juan. Pick one you're most familiar with.
No one's on your live.
Or heard of the Alamo. Mission number 5. Now, if that stage rings a bell, it's probably because it was featured in Sandra Bullock's Miss Congeniality. Perfect day. April 25th. Not too hot, not too cold. All you need is a light sweater. Yeah. I hate to break it to you guys. It's like what, July 3rd? If you're sweaty and you know it, clap your hands. If you're sweaty and you know it, clap your hands. Those of you didn't clap, y'all are lighters. I know, it's hot out here. Of course, to our right, we've made it to the Briscoe Western Art Museum. Y'all check out those Texas Longhorn down the right. These guys opened up Riverside 2013. You can actually go inside and explore. They have this really awesome sculpture garden. On this side, you're going to see another statue, though, street level. It's a stallion. That's because this is where Megan the Stallion was born. Yeah, just don't fact check that, okay? 1930, these guys opened San Antonio Public Library. 1968, they had a grand reopening as the Hertzberg Circus Museum. I'm talking the circus, the Hertzberg Circus, Ladies and gentlemen, I drive in circles for all men. On a serious note, we are going to go into this bridge now. Now, this bridge is different from the rest, so once again, as a matter, don't stand up. Also, I ask that you try not to touch this bridge unless you want tetanus. Yeah, it's an iron bridge. It's held together by rivets, which makes it truly riveting. And even more so when you realize they still got their Halloween decorations up, y'all. Look up. It's a spider bridge. Spider bridge does whatever spider bridge does. And the itsy bitsy spider falls on top of your face. I feel bad for that little y'all. I was screaming, I was crying, I was crashing. Yeah. Highly unlikely I do it twice in one day, but you never know. And of course, this little island to our right, this metal sculpture here on top, Father Moss and its table. But the island itself is actually formed by the roots of this cypress tree, and it's in the shape of a heart. That right there is Marriage Island, y'all. I know you guys were wondering why I've gathered you up here today, right? Marriages have been occurring there since the Mexican Revolution. It's estimated that 300 ceremonies actually take place there per year, believed to bring luck and fortune to the lucky couple.
Con rắn. Con rắn.
Oh, they say that you should put a ring on. Anyway. Instead of the dance. I know, sorry, you guys are going to hear all my remixes and terrible jingles, okay? I said my name's Mariah. That's a very off brand Mariah. Okay, so small stretch. But y'all, if that's for lucky couples, where did the unlucky couples go? Don't worry, you see that red building in the distance? Bear County Courthouse, 2 blocks away. Now, don't get me wrong, it's gorgeous, y'all. Red Texas sandstone, native Texas granite, but it's just too soon for me. I was there last week. Yeah, jury duty. Yeah, you guys looked concerned there for a second. You're like, ooh. Yeah, jury duty. No, I'm just kidding. I took half and he was celebrating a divorce. To the left. I know, moving on. It's okay. It's okay. You're laughing. I'm joking. To our left, this is the most talked about building on the entire Riverwalk. How many of you have seen the movie Ghostbusters? Yeah, guess what? That's not the building. It's our Tower Life building. See if you can see the faces carved into the side, just above that tree line, just below that first row of windows with the arches. Those are called grotesque. They got gargoyles way up top, 5 feet long. This was originally our Smith Young building. The Smith Young brothers, they were very superstitious. Yeah, they added these features as a way to ward off bad spirits, bad business. You see that face on the very end? That one works pretty well for me. That's what I look like before my morning cup of coffee. Y'all know how I fix that? Starbucks, caramel frappuccino, double shot of espresso with the whipped cream and the drizzle. Didn't work out for those Smith Young brothers. They didn't have Starbucks either, y'all. But they built that thing for $3 million. Had to sell it during the Great Depression a couple weeks later for $300,000. Ouch. 90%. Of course, to our right, before I forget, this building is one of our boat marinas. It's also home to trade offices, United States, Mexico, and Canada. That right there is our international center. Now that you know what that's all about, I want y'all to look back at that Tower Life building. It happens to be an optical illusion on the Riverwalk. That was designed to resemble a ship. You should see something like Titanic. If not, this might help.
Where am I looking at?
Like a light.
You know what the island is? That's right.
Iceberg! It's enough room for the both of them. She let Leo go. You guys want to hear something really spooky though? So that building looks like Titanic, right? Get this. People even claim to hear the ghost ship's horn. You guys believe that? Oh my goodness. Did you guys hear it? Oh my, there it goes again. When there's something strange on the river walk, who are we gonna call? You said Ghostbusters. That's not Billy. They said they're gonna call me. Somebody call 911. Something strange is on here on the Riverwalk. But ladies and gentlemen, even spookier, we have entered our flood channel. This is where it happens to be 7 to 15 feet deep. Dun, dun, dun. Why do we have this? Well, our entire Riverwalk is actually designed as a flood mitigation system. The flood that inspired it all occurred in 1921, with the water level reaching 9 to 12 feet above street level. They figured out they isolated that portion bend, straightened out this section, doing off the flood control. They also got a flood tunnel that runs underneath our city. Just like that. I know some of you guys saw it, but if you guys missed it, don't worry, look back, look up top, see if you can make out the line of love locks under the on top of the bridge we just went under. This is our Callison Love Lock Bridge. Couples from all over come to San Antonio, carve their initials in the padlocks, lock their love on the bridge, and throw away the key. Blink, swoosh, as a symbol of their everlasting love. Ladies and gentlemen, they put the bridge on Dolorosa Street. That means painful in Spanish. Yeah, that's messed up. But it's true, love, it is painful. I speak from experience, y'all. I got like 3 up there. Yeah, word of advice, use combination. But yeah, it's pretty cool to check out. Check out all the things in this area. We got Drury Plaza on the right, 1929 Alamo National Bank Building. But up the stairs to the left, you got Main Plaza. It's where you find the courthouse. Also where you find the San Fernando Cathedral. That's the oldest cathedral in the state of Texas, built 1731 by 16 families of Canary Islanders. Hard to see from river level because they got all that tree cover, but you can visit, you can go inside. When you stand inside, you're actually standing inside the heart of San Antonio. That's the center of our entire city. So, we can look back there. As we come out from under this bridge, though, look ahead of us. Because, oh my gosh, Becky, look at that tree. It's so big. 90 feet tall, almost 300 years old, 4 feet from the bottom. It's got a circumference of 25 feet. That's the Van Byron tree. According to the legend, in 1835, a Mexican sniper climbed the top of that tree. He assassinated Benjamin Milam, said to be one of the early heroes of the Texas Revolution. And now, ladies and gentlemen, that's from my boat here real quick. You see this green contraption thing in here? We're about to enter. This is Floodgate 3. Now, floodgate 3 is designed to drop down from the top in the event of a major flood or heavy rain. On that note, welcome to Jurassic Park. My goodness, what kind of dinosaur was that? A pigeon. Oh my goodness, you see those skulls to our right? Those are locally sourced. Yes. We do have alligators in the river. No, they only eat short people. Oh man, we got gator bait on this one. You with the bow right there. How tall are you? Not tall enough. Not tall enough. She's like, I'm scared, I can't look back. I'm just kidding, you guys. We don't have alligators in the river, okay? The sharks ate them all. Yeah, we're gonna need a bigger boat. Dun, dun. Anyway, here's a crazy perspective for you guys. Look inside this building to the left. You see those chandeliers? That flood in 1921 actually hit those chandeliers 2 weeks after the building opened. City Public Service building. Picture all this underwater. And on a lighter note, though, excuse me, to our right is the Esquire Tavern. These guys opened up 1933, fully stocked, 6 minutes after they lifted Prohibition. What were they doing in those 6 minutes? Y'all, they were moving things around. Before that was a barber shop. You go inside, you ask for a buzz cut. You can lick them with different kind of buzz, y'all. Yeah, sorry, they were taking shots. A tequila. Hey, we're about to keep it here for a second. Yeah, I'll see you guys when I clock out, okay? To our right, we made it to another boat boarding location, ladies and gentlemen. This is our Aztec Theater. Now, this was a 1920s movie palace. It's originally where they would show silent black and white films. Guess what? If you guys listen closely, you can still hear the silent films. Oh my, so loud. Hi guys. Also, check this out. Look to some of that balcony, y'all. You're gonna see the statue of the Aztec goddess. You see her face? She's sticking her tongue out at you. Why? Well, that's the same face I make after those tequila shots, asking for salt and lime. Orale, but this stuff. Of course, over. Yeah. She's like, what time we get out? To the right. I almost blinked out for a second. I was picturing tequila shots. Okay, sorry about that. To the right, cream color brick building. We got Bacara Hotel, 1901, L. Frank Satellite Company. Went on to become the largest satellite in the world for its time. It settles for Pancho Villa and Teddy Roosevelt and his Rough Riders. Riders on the storm. That's gonna be stuck in my head. Anyway, how many Selena fans do we got on board? Any Selena fans? Bitty bitty bumpa, bitty bitty bumpa, bitty 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 bumpa. She's like, nah, it's not the same. She said, it wasn't good. It wasn't good. I know, I'm sorry. I tried anything for Selena. But y'all, this bridge right here was featured in J-Lo's rendition of Selena. It's our Selena bridge. According to the legend, the actual Selena was proposed to here on our bridge. Although according to those rumors, J-Lo was proposed to everywhere. She like that one. Of course, to the left, we got La Mansión del Rio Mansion on the river, y'all. This is a luxury hotel on the Riverwalk. These guys opened up here in 1835 when 4 brothers actually came here. Opened it as a boarding school for boys. It later became a university, and one of the university graduates actually purchased the building, turned it to a successful hotel. So, you guys hear those steps? Easy peasy. Go to university, purchase a building, successful hotel, okay? Don't go to university. Guess what? You too can drive in circles for a living, okay? I see the same thing over and over and over again. Sand hill, okay? Anyway, I got another optical illusion for you guys. You ready for this? Okay, after this bridge, look at the building directly on the left and look up as far as you can. So building directly on the left and look up as far as you can right after the bridge. Check this out. 3, 2, 1, it's a bird, it's a plane, it's a to two-dimensional building.
Phải coi lên nói kìa.
I know, that wall's about to fall on our faces, huh? That's real trippy. How'd they do that? Trade secret? Trade secret. Now, from 1930 to 2019, this right here was our next hospital. It was one of the first fully furnished hospitals in the entire country to have air conditioning. I know they're flexing on us, if you're sweaty and you know it, right? But pretty cool. Now they're both here. Now, you're going to start seeing a lot of these in this area, ladies and gentlemen. This is where you find the most open late nightlife places here on the Riverwalk. To help you find this corner, the easiest way to get your whereabouts is by making your way towards that building on the corner. That one is the Hyatt Regency, of course, built 1981, 16 stories, designed so it would not cast a shadow on the Alamo in the setting sun. So the Alamo's on the other side, the party corner is on this side, yeah. Now, when you guys find yourself here later, you start to see shadows flying around under this bridge. Don't panic. It's just the margaritas, okay? Yeah. Yeah, that happens to actually be a colony of bats, y'all. Mexican free-tailed bats actually migrate to San Antonio. It's one of those spots you can typically see them at. We've also got a cavern about an hour outside the city you can take an adventure to. You can actually see them swarm out at night. It's real tricky. But over here, ladies and gentlemen, look up, look out to the right. Things are looking up. It's the Casino Club building. That's right, look, they got a birthday cake up top. No, party time. Time for some slots. Wait a minute, this is Texas. Oops, sorry guys, don't worry. We got Bingo Loco. Bingo Loco started this city. You'd be surprised. Yeah, historically brought about by the merger of two society groups, 1927, San Antonio Association Casino Club. They did official business. Today is two restaurants, the bottom two floors, but everything else above that, those are actually all apartments. Show of hands, how many of you guys wouldn't mind living on the Riverwalk? Yeah. Hey, start now, you got time. These guys got a 5-year waiting list. I know, picture that 5 years later, but look to the left. CVS. Talk about convenience, y'all. And of course, you've been living right here, Restaurant Row. It's where you find the majority of the restaurants on our Riverwalk. Speaking of, how does Lady Gaga like her food cooked? Rah, rah, And of course, this is where you find the restaurant, so it's where you also find the ducks. Do you guys like ducks? You like ducks? Okay, if you guys want me to teach you my duck call, I've been practicing. Okay, here we go. Come here, duck. You guys should see me ear hunting, okay? Mirror. I love it, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I'll tell you guys something. Follow your dreams. Sounds like that came out of nowhere, right? But the guy who made it all possible, 1929, Robert Hugman, his dream was to see San Antonio transformed into a little Venice. How do we do? Trying to reality. Now, if you're curious what he looked like, 1941, this is where he opened up his office. And there's a statue of him there on the right. Everyone say, hi, Robert. Hi, Robert. Hello. I know, you think with a name like Hugman, he'd be huggable, but if you tried to hug him, it would be a bust. Yeah, so she called a statue. One time, y'all, when I first started pointing out Robert, I had a group, they all shouted right there. I'm like, hi, Robert. Some guy walking by my left jumped 5 feet in the air. He was like, how do y'all know my name's Robert? Yeah. And of course, to the right now is Casa Rio. This was the first restaurant to ever offer riverside dining. These guys opened up next to Hugman 1946. They are home to the sopapillas of my childhood. If you guys have never had a sopapilla, hear me out. Fried, fluffy, doughy bread, covered in sugar, cinnamon, honey. Magically delicious. Here's what we're gonna do. Folks on the right need your help. Folks on the left, I'm sorry you guys sat too far away. Folks on the right, reach over, grab what you can. Okay, go for sopapillas, margaritas, tortillas, tables, chairs, umbrellas, tios, abuelas. Grab the whole enchilada, y'all. It's a family affair. Oh no, they're onto us. Don't worry. I got your getaway boat, okay? I'm gonna show you guys why they call me Speedy Gonzalez, okay? Full speed ahead, fast and furious. All at 5 miles per hour. Skirt, skirt. I know, I'm sorry to say as fast as it goes, y'all. You guys feel the breeze? Got that need for speed? Now, as we enter this area, how many of you think this is a natural river? Natural river, anyone? Okay, well, look at you guys. How many of you think it's a fake river that's man-made? Okay, cool. I know that was a question. You're like, and you're like, change your mind. How many of you don't care at all? They start the wave. There it is. Is full, yeah. So we've just entered a man-made extension. This area's got a concrete bottom. It's only about 4 to 6 feet deep, so you can find all these measures that we have on. But our river itself is actually natural. Starts about 4 miles up north, gets fed from the Edwards Aquifer, goes all the way down to the Gulf. Now, that being said, how many of you like to fish? Shall I go fishing? Here you guys. Okay, a couple of y'all. How many? Okay, so guess what? You can fish in this river. What? I know it's kind of funny. But we got bass, tilapia, catfish, perch, but the fifth fish is shellfish. Yeah. It's estimated at 300 cell phones are dropped into the river per year. And that's just the estimate. 2 years ago, they actually drained the river. They found 1,100 cell phones. So it's crazy. So they try to drain it every other year, cleaning, maintenance. They drained it back in January. I don't know those numbers. What I do know is 2 of them were mine. Yeah, once it falls in, it goes in. Go to the right, y'all. It's Niagara Falls. Ooh, pocket size. And through the gap in the trees on the right, you'll see the Tower of the Americas, tallest observation tower before the stratosphere was built in Las Vegas. It's complete with a bar, an observation deck, and a rotating restaurant. They've also got 952 stairs. Y'all think we're sweating now? I know. Could you imagine going up all those stairs? Well, guess this. Every January, they actually compete in races all the way to the top. Their goal to break the record of 5 minutes and 18 seconds. That's crazy. I could probably do that like on the way down. I might trip it. I just wouldn't actually do that. Well, this kid, he was 16 years old. He had long legs, genetics, so he passed me on my car. It's okay. I know his real secret, y'all. Take notes. You guys got this? Ready? He really had to use the bathroom. Yeah, you gotta go. You gotta go. There in the center is our newest addition to the river walk. That right there is Kim Kardashian. Wait a minute. Sorry, Citali. City stargazer. Now we love her, y'all. She's a 16-foot woman carved out of 80 pieces of Mexican volcanic rock. She holds a marble star said to represent the hopes and the dreams of the individual. Whatever your hopes and dreams are, folks, they're represented by her star. Now she's almost perfect. Just needs a lot of lotion. Yeah, she volcanic and she ain't. We love her all the same, y'all. She also got them square joints. But every evening she plays a game of I Spy with my little star in the sky. She can never lose, y'all. Why? Because her eye actually lines up with one of those stars every night. That little hole in the center of her star, if you guys notice that, that's what she gazes through. Actually lines it up perfectly. It's real trippy, huh? It's cool. On that note, we're going to enter our Henry B. Gonzalez Convention Center. We'll go to your house through here. It can be a little breezy. We also have a really slow boat, so I don't know how it's going to go, but I know I like that breeze. Turned up the AC for you guys.
Yeah.
So this is the Henry B. Gonzalez Convention Center. He was a San Antonio native. He was actually the first Mexican-American to be elected to the U.S. House of Representatives. So they built this convention center in his honor. Actually built this extension of the Riverwalk to connect the convention center to the Horseshoe Bend. They actually used to get by back and forth by boat. Today our Riverwalk has been expanded numerous times, but it actually expands about 15 miles. It goes all the way to our missions, and to this day, no 2 Riverwalk entrances are the same. They're all different. So, pretty cool. Now through here, and check this out. So after this bridge, look up, look off to the left, you're going to see the Lila Copper Theater. Now, she was the first female mayor we had here in San Antonio, represented, elected in 1975, but that mural they got up there is the confluence of civilizations. It's 130 feet long, 22 feet tall, crafted out of 400,000 naturally colored Mexican stones. The longer you look, the more you will see. They actually sent it to us in over 400,000 pieces. Yeah, some of that stone by stone. I promise you're going to see another opportunity to view it again in just a moment after we participate in the anticlimactic roller coaster portion of the tour. Check this out. Hands up, buckle up. We had Fast and Furious Part 1. Check this out. This is Fast and Furious Part 2. Tokyo Drift. I didn't say it was going to be good. I'm not the best creator. Alright, wait, I'm going to try and get another drive. Okay, ready? Wait for it. We got us drifting, oh stumbling, oh tripping. Someone's gonna fall in the river. Those fools. It's probably curious why we do it. It's close for maintenance case. It's also very narrow for these boats. If I tried to take this boat back there, it really would be the roller coaster portion of the tour. Okay, bumper boats. Yeah, it's probably. I know we spent all this time together. I should probably mention to you guys it's my first day. Wish me luck. I'm kidding you guys. Solid second. Boat captain for class. Alright, let's see if I got boat driver skills over here. Maybe look back up to the right. You'll see that mural. Blow your guys' minds after I show you a mural like that, right? It's hard to do, but check this out. You see this little gray bridge right here? We went under it once, we'll go under it twice. This bridge has no historical value whatsoever. It's just a bridge. I'm just a bridge. Thank you. Mind blown. I told you it was good. I hung up a few tricks up my sleeve.
I got it, boy.
So, as for our river, it's originally It's originally named Yanaguana, named by the Pinaya Native Americans who used to live here. But a Spanish expedition was later sent to resupply San Antonio Mission Bandolero. They got here on the feast day of St. Anthony de Padua. That guy lived in the 12th century. He was from Lisbon, Portugal. So they actually renamed the river in his honor, and the city later followed his lead. You know city of San Antonio, Spanish for St. Anthony. So that's how our river and our city gets its name. Now, as we come back to this little intersection, you're actually going to see a statue of St. Anthony de Padua. Now, he'll be off to the right, past Italy, standing amongst the palm trees. Now, I want you guys to take a closer look at the statue, okay? Because you're going to notice that he's holding a little baby. It's a cute little baby, but if you notice, that's a buff baby, y'all. That baby's got a six-pack of margaritas, okay? I drink too much tequila. Yeah, those margaritas delicious. Don't worry, it's okay. Retail therapy's down to the right, y'all. River Center Mall, home to 100 plus shops, everybody. Yeah, one of 8 malls here in San Antonio. Only mall in the Riverwalk. Now, if you guys notice, there's actually a hotel attached to River Center Mall. It's the Marriott Hotel. So that one kind of looks like a staircase. Now, that one was built there in 1988, and it actually sits upon the original location of the Fairmont Hotel, built there in 1906. Now, the Fairmont was declared historic, not allowed to be destroyed. It still stands to this day, but if Marriott's there now, what happened to the Fairmont? Need your help on this one, you guys ready? They had to move it. They had to move it. They had to move it. How do you move a 16-ton building? Ladies and gentlemen, they picked this thing up, put it on a 36 dollies fitted with 8 tires each, and they used a system of pulling these winches and trucks about 6 blocks away. Broke a world record in the process. There's a video on YouTube to this day. Craziest part is watching them get it over the bridge, over the river. They were worried it would collapse, whatever bridge they took it to collapse. Their system of making sure it didn't do that consisted of wedging glass bottles into this bridge and telling some guy, hey, keep an eye on those. They start to crack, let us know, we'll stop moving the building. Cleared the river all the same. I know, I was like, whew. But yeah, as you can still see that video on YouTube too. And of course to the right, by the tree line, church steeple, St. Joseph's Catholic Church. Built there 1868 by the German community who used to live here. Wanted a place where they could worship in their native tongue. So they built a church. To this day, if you are yearning for a German sermon, they got one going on once a month. Yeah. Crazy enough, we also had a bigger, at one point in time, we had a bigger German-speaking population than we do Spanish. So yeah, kind of trippy to think that. As we come back through this area, it's time for the moment you've all been waiting for. I know. I told you guys how many cell phones you find in the river. But how many people fall into the river per year? Are you guys ready for this drum roll, please?
2.
3 people fall in per day. Per day. Yeah. Usually they're walking too close to the edges. You see them one moment, the next, whoop. Many times they're diving after cell phones. Too many times they've had too many margaritas. Do the math on that, that's like almost 1,000 per year. That's crazy.
1,009.
Now, what do you do if it happens to you, right? If you find yourself in the river, panic, flail around, scream, call for help, then stand up, walk to shore. Okay, 90% is like 3 feet deep. Stand up, walk out. Try to avoid swimming in the river if you can. It's about like a $500 fine. So watch out there. I should also mention that today, there's already been 2. So may the force be with you. Now we're going to re-enter this horseshoe bend. I know we got a little bit of that breeze. Once I make this left turn, look up to the left. You're going to see the Hilton Paseo del Rio, Palace on the river. Now this hotel is another one of our record breakers. They had a 9-month deadline to get it done in time for the 1968 World's Fair. Take a look at it, because they built that hotel in 202 working days. That's about 7 months. How do you build a hotel so fast? Modular construction. That meant they built the base here on site, everything else, all the rooms completed 6 miles away with everything inside. Everything was bolted to the floor. The rooms were transported here. Everything crane lifted, planted on top. Like Legos in real life. Now, 500-room hotel finished ahead of schedule. For bragging rights, the builder, H.P. Zachary and his family, they were crane lifted in that last room as it was planted on top. You know we made it home. On that note, we have also made it though. So we made it to the conclusion of the tour. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. It's been an honor having y'all aboard my boat. I hope you guys enjoyed the shenanigans. Now I ask that you please remain seated until I got this boat tied down. If once it's safe, you're welcome to exit right. They'll have your photo packages up there if you like. My name is Mariah once more if you enjoyed the tour. If you didn't enjoy it, that's okay too. My real name is Margarita. You just gotta exit to the you're all welcome to exit right. But if you did enjoy the tour, as boat captains, we are allowed to accept tips. They're not required, but they're always highly appreciated. I accept everything Venmo, cash, Cash App, most importantly. I accept sopapillas and margaritas, y'all. Thank you so much, y'all. Let me get this boat tied down, bear with me, because I'm kind of drifting away from my job over here. Thank you guys so much. Please enjoy the rest of your time here in San Antonio. Stay hydrated. Just stay dry. No pain.
Just like Legos, that's what you call modular construction. 202 days for a 500-bedroom hotel.
Got the rivet part. I'll see how they bolted it down with Lego pieces. Just pulling the whole turbo. Oh, I can't. I'm in Vegas.
Oh my. Yeah. So Jill should take Aaron to start in the bed. Then you can stop at Walmart and do all the other stuff.
Alrighty, y'all. Watch that stuff as you exit.